Women, they want you to chase them because they believe they're better than you. Notice how it's the women that you chase who actually disrespect you, and you let them get away with it, right? Because women are the prize. Us men should chase women, right? If
She can't believe it herself. Women are the prize and you should be always chasing. So what about you, bro? What is your value? You don't have no value at all in the marketplace. So you're supposed to bring all everything. You're supposed to chase her so you can pay her rent and that's it.
Okay. If I believe that a man is weaker than me, obviously he's gonna be fucking chasing me. If I believe a man's better than me, I'm gonna be chasing him.
This is a fact. I like this girl because she's actually speaking the truth. Because I know you boys have seen this. A lot of the time you've seen the girls that really wanted you, they'll show it. For sure, they'll do something in order to make it known that they are interested in you. When it comes to the other way around, imagine that you have to be chasing someone so you can pay their bills.
Don't get this dynamic fucking twisted. She should always be chasing you. Yes, you should show her interest and care. But once you switch that up, then what? Oh, you're just like all the other guys, right? Changing for her once you catch feelings. Typical.
And it puts you in a very submissive position and you begging for her affection, especially when she is not interested in you. You're trying to make an oasis, they say chasing, you have to constantly keep doing certain things for her in order to get her affection, in order to get her attention, to make her feel special. What about you? Aren't you special?
Every guy does that, the hell. And then she loses interest, and then you lose yourself because she's losing interest, and then you lose her as well. And then you don't
All the time that you spend chasing her is wasted.
understand why you lost her, even though it's as clear as day. You thought it was comfortable, right? You thought she wouldn't use your feelings against you, right? Even though that's how you advertised yourself in the beginning. As such a stoic man, right?
Exactly.
Women are not going to respect your feelings if you don't talk about them in the beginning, because then you're blindsiding, right?
Even if you talk about them, you have to always be, if you're going to start stoic, and a lot of the time, some guys will start very much like that. They'll start very strong. I used to do that. For sure, we'll start very strong, very hard, like, you know, that we are so confident, very stoic. And that's a good thing. It's not like, you know, some people can try to make it seem as if it's a negative thing, but stoic means that you just confident in your own self and confident in your own abilities and not in a way trying to hurt other people, but you just being yourself, being 100% who you are. Another thing that is for sure is just like anyone, it's not a woman type of only situation, but also men would do that. They will test you to understand, test you for weakness. And this is a situation that is just normal. People is more try to see it in a way that people are just redefining you or refining you to make sure that you are who you are, who you said you are. And this is very much a simple thing. They will definitely test your feelings, even if you mention it in the very beginning, because they want to make sure, okay, well, you can say something, but to actually put the action behind it, that's a different situation. And some guys would be very afraid or very concerned about if they're gonna win or lose the woman. If you are losing someone who's testing you and you actually held strong to your boundaries and they dislike you for this, then this person is not really for you, because this person will surely be someone who would constantly be challenging you, constantly be disrespecting you or challenging or overstepping your boundaries and expect it to be just fine or just giggly, or it's just like, okay, it's not a big deal. That's surely a situation that's going to be a toxic situation in your life, a toxic relationship in your life, which you don't need. If they go, leave them go.
I like going for a man who talks to me about his feelings, literally like when we just meet or some shit, or the moment we get close or some shit. But if you're always hiding your feelings and on one random day you're all like, I really like you and I'm going through this and that, it's so fucking unattractive. If this is how you've always been, you should have fucking showed me that in the beginning type shit. So at the end of the day, you thought you could get comfortable with women. A lot of us girls thought we could get comfortable with men. Look how that turned out, right? Us girls had to learn to be submissive. If we want the man that we want, we gotta be submissive. Being dominant does not fucking work with masculine men.
And she just made a point, a very strong point again. A lot of guys will be saying that they are masculine, but they're only saying that in the outside. And I'm not talking about masculinity in a toxic, abusive way. I'm talking about just being sure of who you are in your own manhood. Just like feminine women being very sure in what they are and their own femininity. That is very attractive. But one thing is for sure, some guys would be like, okay, well, I'm very masculine, but when it comes to a certain type of women, they're just very feminine. Bros, you have to be who you are no matter who's around. That's what it is. That's what character means. And I'm not saying it in a way, some people can try to take this and flip it and make it so unbalanced, but I'm talking about a balanced, respectable, upstanding person. This is what I'm referring to right here.
Y'all think I was y'all think I was always feminine? Nah, I had to learn from my mistakes. And I'm glad I did. I'm not proud of who I was. Back then, I would burn eggs. Biggest mistake ever. Learn from that mistake. Well, maybe I did. I burned eggs like 1 week ago. It was an accident. I got caught off track.
Another thing you guys have to realize, even though she might talk so nicely, and I understand she's giving the truth and telling us exactly what we want to hear, but again, we shouldn't cut her any slack, meaning that she's still, at the end of the day, she's still a woman. She's still feminine in her own way. That's not a bad thing. That's not an undermining situation. That's empowering. This is what I'm speaking to when it comes to her. A lot of guys would want to make her feel special by chasing her. How many guys have already done that already? And heck, even her parents make her feel special, and society try to reinforce this in so many ways. Don't you think she knows that already? Because a lot of guys will be wanting to make a girl feel special by chasing them, and they feel that this is the only way that they can make a woman feel special. But again, the ladies nowadays, although we might say they lack of self-esteem, but one thing is for sure, they also have a high self-esteem. Because think about it. When they go through the world, through the daily activities, men are approaching them online, everywhere. Men are just giving them compliments. Don't you think that boosts their ego, their pride, and their self-confidence automatically? And that's a good thing that is happening. And the issue with the chasing part she just mentioned is that it becomes very one-sided. You don't even know if this person like you. And some people would say, well, it's romantic and all of that. The man chasing the woman is gonna happen regardless. But one thing is for sure is that she should give you confirmation that she really wants you, to actually give you the invitation that she is interested in you. It's not about making life much easier, but you're gonna know, okay, well, this person is worth the attention that you're giving them. How about mutually deciding to identify if you both are interested with each other or towards each other, if you both can be a match? Why does it always have to be this one-sided attraction, this one-sided expectation that a man should always be the one to do all the work and she's just laying there, just chilling, just watching things happen? And some people will be like, well, that's feminine. And one thing is for sure, they will also define what is feminine, but also define what is masculine. So which means they're just a puppet to be played into their own hands, into their own goals. But you guys are always seen it growing up that when a girl really want her man, and you probably have been in that situation also. If a girl really wants you, she'll be chasing you, or she'll show her attraction towards you, and then you can take it from there. It's not even about the chasing part. It's about opening the door and letting you know, hey, this is something, I'm attracted to you, and we can take it from there. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Like, follow, and I'll see you in the next one.